It's going to be San Antonio off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for San Antonio, Leonard and Duncan are the pair at forward. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And it's Splitter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
It's happened before, and we've seen it happen again. The Spurs were the best team in the West last season and secured the top seed, not only in the West, but throughout the NBA.
Kept alive. Well, it was only a matter of time, and they finally get the bucket.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like he got there.
Parker passes to Duncan, and stolen by Lillard. Here's Matthews, and it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Remains Portland ball. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 17.
Parker against Lillard. Outside for Batum. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Inside runner. And Batum gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Steve, the Spurs adding another banner last season as they finish with the best record in the Western Conference. 38 wins in conference play. Help with it.
Really, it's the fact that with their offense and the discipline they play with, they're going to cause trouble for any team playing any style. And I didn't think there was anybody out west that the Spurs feared.
Now, here's Lillard following the miss by Tony Parker. Lillard outside. And Matthews kicks to Aldridge. Lillard with no one around. No good on the triple.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yep, I thought so too, Clark.
On the wing, Green. Back to Duncan. The drive by Green to the inside. Looking for Splitter. He gets it there. Good on the short little jump shot.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Lillard outside. Outside, Batum. Back to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Matthews against Green. Lets it go from 14. And it's Matthews again missing. Here's San Antonio. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB.
They'll be facing one of the best post players ever to play the game in Tim Duncan. Coach told me that even though Timmy isn't as physically gifted as he once was, he is still a handful to deal with. He said a lot of people forget this, but Tim Duncan is one of the smartest players to ever play and always makes the right decision. We can't be lazy around him.
Thank you, Doris. Aldridge with a screen on Parker. Lillard dishes to Aldridge. Parker against Lillard. Back to Aldridge. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Portland again missing.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit. It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Lillard outside. Over to the wing. Duncan against Aldridge. Back to Lillard. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Lillard with the bucket.
Lillard's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, some weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
And there's the foul. It goes on Wesley Matthews.
Well, head coach Greg Popovich, a big believer in what he calls corporate knowledge, the idea that continuity breeds success through players truly understanding the system at a deep level.
Lillard against Parker. Outside, Green wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the whistle. Foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. And as much as Popovich, Clark values that continuity, the team's principles really never stand still. He adapts to his personnel and adjusts
Shooting for
his
San Antonio.
strategies.
And that's a credit to
Tim
any
Duncan.
really good leader.
2 shots.
I've heard it said that leadership is everything when you're talking organizations, team sports. That's a great point. I mean, the Spurs have won going big. They've won going small. They've won as a defensive-focused team. They've won as an offensive-focused team. I mean, they haven't changed their core principles, but to Popovich's credit, he has adjusted styles based on his personnel and where they are in their career cycle.
And so Duncan hits them both. Well, Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, both in terms of his game and his personality. He's just a winner and a leader, but he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
Spurs have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Duncan with the screen for Parker. Pass to Duncan. Back to Parker. Parker right side. Splitter. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
And when I think about Duncan's leadership, man, I could go on and on. I don't even know if I have enough time, but one of the things that stands out is he's never put himself above his teammates or the staff, and he allows himself to be coached extremely hard by Greg Popovich. He's relentless, dedicated. In many ways, he can lead without saying a word. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Outside, Green. Aldridge against Duncan. Here's the pass to Parker. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You talk about Duncan allowing Pop to get into him. I think really he's his own toughest critic. As great as he is, he's hard on himself. He's pushed himself to become great.
Now, here's Lillard. Aldridge with a screen on Parker. Lillard against Parker. Shoots a fader. Offensive rebound. San Antonio leading. Leonard attacking. That's good.
Pretty pass. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
So timeout called here. The
All right, I want everyone to give it up for your Blazer Dancers.
My watch got blue chips in the face. With 2 tips, whoever gets in the way.
There we go, one more time. Give it up for your Blazer Dancers.
For Portland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Here's Aldridge. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers. When there's not a hand in his face, he'll knock those down all day.
Now here's Duncan. Green kicks to Duncan. Pass to Leonard. And there's the feed to Green. 4 on the clock. Pulls up. And it's Portland with the rebound. Batum passes to Lillard. Back to Batum. Now the dish to Aldridge. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Here's Leonard. Splitter dishes to Parker. Matthews against Leonard. Back to Parker. Shoots from 12. No good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Batum for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Batum's got 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Outside, Green. Back to Parker. Parker left side. The shot no good. Nice D from Lillard. Portland leading. sets up the pick now for Lillard. An easy layup and off the pick. How about the firepower for the Blazers? This season they vaulted to the #1 offense in the NBA.
Up from 15th the prior season, Kevin, and they were #1 in three-pointers made and free throw percentage. Near the top of the system.
One more time. Give it up for your Blazer Dancers.
With great precision.
A different look now for Portland. Chris Kaman is checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Steve Blake is subbed in for Damian Lillard. San Antonio also making some changes. Boris Diaz checked in for Splitter. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Here's Mills. Pass to Ginobili. Kicks to Mills. Good as the jump shot falls.
Assisted by.
And the engine of the Blazers offense, the deadly pick and roll combo of Damian Lillard and Marcus Aldridge, they're that next great point guard power forward tandem in the vein of maybe Stockton Malone or Nash and Amari Stoudemire.
And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist by Mills. Ginobili's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Blake with it. Dishes it to Matthews. Here's Robinson, and Boris Diaw picks up the foul. White is checked in for Wesley Matthews. The Spurs also with the sub. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Leonard. Robinson kicks to Batum. The shot from the low post is good. Batum's got 7.
And the Blazers, with their great outside shooting and passing, really able to space the floor, which allows LaMarcus Aldridge to do excellent work inside. And he's really blossomed into one of the true go-to guys in terms of big men in the paint. That turnaround jumper of his is honey sweet, cotton soft, and impossible to block.
And he gets it to go.
Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt, on both sides, high-octane offense.
And here is Blake. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's a screen by Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Right, left side. Good. And the assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Ginobili kicks to Bellinelli. He feeds it to Diaw. He dishes it to Ginobili. And the Spurs scoring again.
I think he anticipated that the defense would be there, and that's why he leaned in like that.
Portland's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Blake with the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Kaman's got his first basket.
Tell you what, if there's success on the boards in this first quarter is any indication, it's going to be a good day.
And rebounds usually are a good indicator.
Here's Mills. Wants to get it to Duncan, and does. Here's Diaw, and another basket for San Antonio.
Assisted.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The Trailblazers shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. Blake passes to Robinson. And right, here we go. And Batum kicks to right. Shot clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Blake misses. San Antonio trailing here. Ginobili dishes to Duncan. Feeds to Mills. He kicks it to Ginobili. From the line, that's good. Ginobili's got 8 points. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's San Antonio. Wright is out there with Thomas Robinson. Then there's Chris Kaman. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Blake in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Kaman's shot is good. It's back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
Yeah, this could be a back and forth game all the way, guys, the way it's being played. This is fun to watch.
Diaw, the screen. Here's Ginobili. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Once again, Manu Ginobili defied age and was a force off the bench for the Spurs. And just when you thought he was slowing down, he seemed to find new ways to score and contribute.
Taking 2 shots.
And Ginobili, Clark, when he's right, boy, he can do it all.
Yeah, he really can. Offensively, he can drive and shoot and create for others. He's an outstanding passer and a terrific defender.
And that one falls for Ginobili.
Manu Ginobili has always been one of my favorite guys to watch and an elite shooting guard on the court. I mean, the issue with him has been health. You know, last season he missed about a month with a tweaked hamstring, right as the Spurs went on their rodeo road trip.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Thomas Robinson. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Ginobili, guys, clearly focused on trying to stay healthy. The last couple of off seasons, Steve, he's bowed out of international play.
Well, it's smart. I mean, he's got so much mileage on his body, and it's more important for him to spend his summers just working on his body, staying healthy, strengthening those areas that he needs. And it's always tricky, though, to say no to your home country when they ask you to play on the national team.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. So for the Trailblazers, Lopez comes in for Chris Kaman. And Wesley Matthews subbed in for Steve Blake.
Wesley Matthews.
Parker against Lillard. Parker kicks to Ginobili. Passes it to Diaw. Spurs passing it around. 6 to shoot. That's a 2 from Parker. Can't get it to go. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Right, the pass to Lillard. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. It's Matthews on the wing. He's covered by Ginobili. Offline from the high post. San Antonio leading. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, Tim Duncan's such a huge part of this Spurs team on and off the court. As Coach Pop put it, he's a consummate pro. He takes great pride in fulfilling his responsibility to his teammates. He makes it very strongly. He sets the tone for the whole team. He's done it from the beginning, and people fall in line. Kevin, what a luxury.
A great player and great leader. Thanks, Doris. Lopez with the steal. And Lillard kicks to Matthews. Ginobili attacking from 13 feet. It goes down. Ginobili's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Aldridge. Good on the baseline.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
Aldridge has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Bellinelli up top, guarded by Wright. Bellinelli dishes to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Diaw. Here's Splitter, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Splitter's got 6.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Now here's Matthews. Here's Aldridge. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 10. For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Parker outside. Now the feed to Bellinelli. Diaw, the screen. Bellinelli, and that's good. Bellinelli's got 5 points now this quarter.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
And Lillard kicks to Wright. Lots of room. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. Parker outside. Pass to Bellinelli. It's Ginobili on the wing with the shot. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Lillard kicks to Matthews. Aldridge with a screen on Ginobili. Matthews with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Matthews. From deep three-point range, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Spurs. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili.
Daniel Green.
Here's Parker. You can look at a number of areas where the Blazers improved last season. Really an outstanding year all the way around. But one area they still had trouble with was their depth. That's an area they'll look to shore up going forward.
Leonard kicks to Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the money from 12 feet away. Parker's got 6 points.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Steve, depth definitely something Portland didn't feel comfortable with last year. Last in the league in bench minutes played.
And by a wide margin. Not surprisingly, when they were also last in bench scoring. Hard to tell which caused the other, but certainly they didn't feel as comfortable as they could have, with heavy minutes from their reserves.
Now Green, after the miss 3 from Damian Lillard. The dish to Diaw. Three-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. Now here's Lillard. Right side Matthews. Pass to Lopez. Poke loose. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Leonard no luck. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. Kicks it to Matthews. A fader. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Matthews has got 5 now.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really didn't need to fade away when he got wide.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
One thing that Damian Lillard has made abundantly clear
One more time. Give it up for your Blazer
the game
dancers.
is in its late stages. Just steps things up in a big way every fourth quarter.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Portland. Here's Parker. He has 6. Dishes it to Leonard. Parker outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Green. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And it's really rare to see someone Lillard's age be able to be so calm and collected when that fourth quarter rolls around. I think it's a tribute to his level of confidence. And that confidence is mixed with humility. And that's a nice combination that allows him to perform well late in game.
And here's Matthews from the arc. Shot good. Matthews has got 8 points.
It's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
Now here's Parker. Splitter passes to Parker. 13 feet away. That's good. Parker's got 4 points in the quarter. Well, you look at the way he approaches the game, the way Lillard can take over as a playmaker, and he has all the ingredients really to dominate the fourth quarter.
It's a big reason why he led the Blazers back in so many games last year and even exploded for 25 points in one fourth quarter. So, that game still sticks out to me as one of the most dominating performances I've seen, and it just showed how talented this kid is. Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Now Parker, 8 points for him. Here's Diaw. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. And the Spurs lead by 2. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Matthews against Green. Right side Matthews. Shot clock at 6. Great open look there. Matthews has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Boy, after having a tough time in the first, he's managed to turn it around nicely this quarter.
Parker dishes to Splitter. Leonard attacking. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Boy, beautiful
Yes,
assist.
sir.
That's a couple of teammates clearly on the same page.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Well, Kawhi Leonard drafted 15th overall back in 2011. The pick acquired from the Indiana Pacers in a trade for George Hill.
And you know, at the time, Manu Ginobili said
There we go. One more time. Give it up
with
for
the trade made him angry. He had a
answer.
real strong relationship with George Hill and liked his game. I'm sure a lot of Spurs fans felt the same way, but even as Hill remains a heck of a player, the Spurs fans have to be happy. As a matter of fact, they are ecstatic with what Kawhi Leonard has been able to do and what he looks like he's going to do for many years to come.
Here's Kaman. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Outside Matthews. Shoots the 3. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
And Leonard has been a great fit with the Spurs culture. Quiet, low maintenance, hardworking, not one for all the glitz and the glamour. You know, he owns one watch, they say. Just focused on basketball, not the lifestyle that it affords.
Now here is Robinson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Kaman, a screen on Green. Batum with the 3. It's hauled in by Diaw. Diaw's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You talk about Leonard's work ethic. Instilled in him from his late father, lost tragically when Kawhi was only 16 years old. But his father used to put him to work at his car wash, made him run hills, and really embedded in him the value of hard work. His dad's influence and legacy lives on in Kawhi.
Now Blake. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Outside Batum. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers, turning them over.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, Coach Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a player's game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great feeling when players get together and do things as a group. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know, giving his players room to lead and allowing them to take ownership, I mean, I think that's part of the genius of Popovich.
Here's Blake, following the basket by Tim Duncan. Blake gets to Matthews. And the foul called on Daniel Green. Here's Blake, covered by Mills. Matthews into the lane.
Spurs
Wes
foul.
Matthews undrafted out of Marquette. What a career he has carved out with the Blazers team.
Well, you think about it, he started as a rookie with the Jazz. Then the rare restricted free agent that was allowed to change teams. Utah decided not to match Portland's offer. What a deal that turned out to be for the Blazers. He was a solid starter for them for 4 years now.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Free throw, good. Matthews.
And Matthews really does play with a chip on his shoulder. I mean, long overlooked coming up. Was undrafted, but found a way to make it into the league. He plays tough physical defense He plays through injury. You can feel and see that drive that he carries to the game.
Both free throws good from Matthews.
And Matthews, the son of a former NBA player, he brings an air of confidence and leadership on the court, which I think helps his team.
Here's Diaw into Tim Duncan from 7, and the Spurs scoring again.
Now we're really seeing him pound that ball inside.
Total offensive dominance in the lane. That's 6 consecutive points coming in the paint.
Here's Blake. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. With 4 seconds on the clock, the shot misses.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. You hate to miss that shot.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
And we finish one half of basketball. Spurs lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Pop, a solid halftime lead here. How were you able to keep their offensive firepower in check so well in that second quarter?
I thought we missed a couple of shots and missed some easy shots. So they helped us a great deal. So we were pretty fortunate that quarter.
Pop, thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Matthews. And the shot is good.
Wesley Matthews.
Matthews has got the first bucket of the third here for Portland. Spurs leading by 4.
Well, the Spurs clearly an influential organization in the NBA. So many individuals who've worked in San Antonio, whether it be as players, assistant coaches, or in the front office, have gone on to leadership roles on other NBA teams. I think that speaks volumes to what that group has been able to do in winning at a high level.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Tony Parker. Lopez passes to Lillard. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there. And he gets it to go. Aldridge has got 12 in the game.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Parker with it. Lillard picks him up. They set the pick. Parker outside. He feeds it to Splitter. Just 5 on the clock. And Parker, here we go. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Lillard outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Lillard. He dishes it to Aldridge. Aldridge left side. Here's Lillard. Shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Parker outside. Feeds it to Green. To the inside. Here's Leonard. Goes back up. And there's the play inside by Duncan. Duncan's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Aldridge with a screen on Parker. Lillard dishes to Lopez. Back to Lillard. Outside Matthews. Right side Matthews. Lets a floater go. Here's Lopez, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
It's a great play under the boards for him. And, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, they're there for him game in, game out.
Parker kicks to Green. Duncan inside. He's covered by Matthews. Trailblazers trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Back to Lillard. Leonard against Matthews. Lillard, right side. And it's good. With time running down the shot clock. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead for San Antonio. They've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And Parker, here we go. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there for Parker.
At the line for the Spurs.
France has really produced some quality NBA players. You think about Boris Diaw, Nick Batum. Batum actually carried France in that title game against Lithuania.
And for Boris Diaw and Parker, they grew up together, and they'd won a gold medal together in the U18 European Championships.
And for 13 years, they've tried to get that second gold medal. But I'll tell you, the quality of play around the world, Kevin, just continues to get tougher and tougher. And France, definitely in that upper echelon.
Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game. He's great at finding the seam and getting the ball up and off glass before the shot blocker can recover. And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
And the shot is good. And that's 10 points for Lillard. San Antonio leading. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. At this point, the game always important to stay focused and while over the game plan. These players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well. All 3 of us drinking the Gatorade.
Yeah, no question.
Right.
Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. Look at Steve. Got the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Here's Batum, following the score by Damian Lillard. Aldridge, the pass to Batum. It's good. This game is Batum. Batum's got 9 points.
And Parker with the quickness to win that race to the rim, and then his great touch, able to use English or, just a spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that teardrop.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second chance points. He also wanted them to know they should be working together to get their outside shooters open. He said, you know what plays we have to run to get guys free. Now let's run them. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Now here's Parker, following the miss by LaMarcus Aldridge. There's Green with the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
For 3.
Parker's got 3 assists in the game. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, How will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness, how will it age?
Well, you know, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go. But the fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be pretty good at getting to the rim.
Now, here's Lillard. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Lillard against Parker. Here's Lopez. Rebounded by the Spurs. Parker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Green kicks to Parker. Back to Green. Jacks up a 3. Portland grabs the miss. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Batum leading the charge. He kicks to Lillard. Passes it to Aldridge. Back to Lillard. Terrific assist. Nice finish. Solid play all around. The Spurs have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Parker outside. Matthews against Green. 6 to shoot. And Parker, here we go. Misses from close range.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it doesn't seem to hurt him.
Time call here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Chris Kingman's checked in for the Trailblazers. Mike comes in for Wesley Matthews. The Spurs also changing it up. Diaw comes in for Splitter. And it's Bellinelli in for Daniel Green. Trailblazers trail by 3. After a 2-year absence from the playoffs, the Portland Trailblazers able to get back into it last year to face Houston in the 4-5 seeded matchup.
And they jockeyed as hard as they could to get that home court advantage, but just couldn't quite grab hold of it. Still, they were able to get by a very tough Houston team in round 1.
Here's Bellinelli. Chris Kaman making his last shot. And stolen by Lillard. On the wing, Batum. Covered by Duncan. Lillard dishes to Batum. And there's the pass to Aldridge. And it's good from the elbow. Aldridge has got 14. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Portland?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And they've really done a nice job on the glass, too. A lot of second chance points here tonight.
Here's Bellinelli following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Clock at 4. It's Parker with the drive. Right through the D for the layup. Parker's got 6 in the quarter. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead and then the other one storms right back.
Yeah, that is evidenced by the 8 lead changes we've seen so far.
Right, that's a 2-pointer, and it's good.
And basket by Durrell, right.
10 points for him.
This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
To the wing on the left. Duncan with a screen on Aldridge. Diaw, the pass to Parker. Good, and it's Diaw with the assist that time. 16 points for Parker.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
The feed to Kaman. Tries it from 9. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Lillard against Parker. Diaw, the screen, and stolen by Lillard. The drive by Aldridge. Good. Aldridge has got 16.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Parker outside. Pass to Bellinelli from deep. Count the bucket. He's got 8.
The three-point shot been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they sure have gotten hot from out there.
And Lillard kicks to right. Kicks it out to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Back to Batum. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
Leonard kicks to Parker. Duncan with a screen for Parker. Back to Leonard. It's up a 3. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Lillard outside. Baseline J on the way. And again, it's LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Into Tim Duncan. Shot is off. Kaman with the defensive effort. Lillard with it. 12 points for him. Back to Batum. Inside. The dish to Kaman. Nice D from Duncan.
You know, something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound totals are almost identical.
No separation there, not yet anyway. They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Lillard outside. 9 feet out. That one a 10 offline, but drops in for him. 20 points for LaMarcus Aldridge. Parker against Lillard. There's 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. And stolen by Aldridge. And Lillard kicks to Batum. And that one is stuck right through.
Boy, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And here we go with Tony Parker. That misses, would have counted had it gone in. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers out in front, leading by just 2. And do not go away as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. The State Farm assist of the game.
Well, it had to be this play, don't you think, Kevin? Sure, this is just a phenomenal pass. Made the defense look like they had no idea what was going on. What precision with that shoot.
Here's Mills. The forwards are Batum and Thomas Robinson. Matthews out there with Steve Blake. And it's Lopez in at the 5, down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Splitter with the ball. Lopez covering. Splitter dishes to Mills. Jacks up a 3. Robinson pulls it in.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that part. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
And the foul called on Daniel Green. Batum. 6 on the shot clock. It's Robinson high post. Blake, that's for 2. Off the left rim and out.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Mills passes to Green. Kicks it to Splitter. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Puts it up from 12. That is good. 14 points for Ginobili.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Now, here's Batum. And here is Blake. And Batum kicks to Blake. There's a screen by Robinson. Shot from the wing. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Ginobili dishes to Diaw. He feeds it to Mills. Passes to Green for the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Here's Robinson. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Matthews with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Blake kicks to Batum. Releases. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point lead. San Antonio calls timeout.
Steve Blake, a solid backup point with a winning track record. In fact, he won Florida State titles in high school and also an NCAA title in 2002 with Maryland.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
And Blake, a reliable spot-up three-point shooter. Clark doesn't make a lot of mistakes offensively.
He's very reliable, a steady playmaker, competes defensively, and he's been in the league over a decade. He knows what he's doing out there.
Mills passes to Splitter. There's the bucket. Good.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Well, going into last season, Thiago Splitter accepting a 4-year, $36 million extension, Steve, from the Spurs.
A lot of people questioned the value of that contract, but Splitter more than earned it with his play throughout the regular season and in the playoffs. He's versatile, he can pass, he can defend, and even though his numbers were down a little bit last year, he made a tremendous impact just in terms of their interior play.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Shooting from
Splitter
Portland.
clearly, when you look at him offensively, is not a floor spacer. He's a guy who's going to finish inside. He's going to set solid screens. Even though he plays close to the basket, his field goal percentage dropped by almost 10% over the last couple of seasons. He was once superb in that area. Now he's just rock solid. But with the Spurs, in his role, rock solid.
Splitter still shooting over 90% of his shots in the paint, but less effective down low. Injuries perhaps a factor. We'll see if he can bounce back.
Free throw good. Mills.
Patty Mills last season had his best season ever. It really remade his body in the offseason, adding muscle, cutting down on his body fat. Already one of the quickest players in the league. He got even quicker.
And so he makes both from the line. And Mills getting quality minutes at the backup point guard position.
Yeah, and for a player who spent time in the D-League, playing in China and his native Australia, it seems he's really solidified his place as an NBA player, Kevin, in part because he really focused on conditioning his body and really developed as an outside shooter, too.
Well, Wes Matthews started off last season on fire. Over 50% from long range over the first quarter of the season, and As time went on, he cooled off a bit, but
Shooting for
as a
Portland,
whole, just an
Wesley
excellent year for
Matthews.
Matthews. Probably the best of his career.
At the line for 2.
And Matthews, a reliable three-point shooter throughout his career. Able to hit spotting up or on the move. Prefers that left wing, but can really spray you from anywhere.
And so he hits both. And Steve, Wesley Matthews selective with when he'll look to attack off the dribble.
Yeah, he keeps his turnovers low, but he's a gym rat. Working on his ability to drive inside and finish, but really wants to shoot threes. That's what his focus is. Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. That's good. 16 points for Nicholas Batum.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Mills dishes to Diaw. Ginobili with the three, and he gets it to go. Ginobili's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that is clutch shooting, making the most of his opportunities here in the fourth.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court, so I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. They just didn't look sharp or at their best out there, so take the timeout and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Now here's Lopez. This is to Blake. And that one's good.
Steve
And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Ginobili against Batum. It's Ginobili with the drive, and that one's good. Ginobili's got 19 points.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Feeds it to Matthews. Shoots a fader. Yes, and it's Blake picking up the assist.
That team they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going. Got to love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Trailblazers leading by 3. He dishes it to Matthews. He kicks to Robinson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Ginobili outside. Clock at 6. Diaw, the screen. Ginobili kicks to Mills. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He's too dangerous a shooter to leave alone behind the arc.
Trailblazers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Matthews. A fadeaway. Here's Lopez. Tries yet again, and the layup is up and in.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need stops, and they can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Here's Diaw. Here's Green, and he banks in the layup. Green's got it all tied up now for San Antonio.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Now here is Robinson. Now the feed to Batum. The kick out to Matthews. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Now that's his first 3 of the half. There may be more in store.
Spurs trail by 3. Ginobili the pass to Mills. Outside, Green. Ginobili with a screen on Matthews. Diaw, the screen. And here's Mills from the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Oh, the rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I thought it might be a little imprudent to try to get those points right back, but it worked.
Lopez a screen. Robinson with it. Diaw's there. And he gets it to go.
2 points.
6 points for Robinson. San Antonio's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Ginobili kicks to Mills. Back to Ginobili. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
A different look now for Portland. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Robinson, and Lillard subbed in for Steve Blake. San Antonio also making some changes. Duncan, he's checked in for Diaw. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Daniel Green. And Parker subbed in for Patty Mills. Lillard outside. At the elbow, it's Matthews. Parker with the steal. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance.
Yeah, he didn't even wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Back to Ginobili. And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Here's Parker. The Blazers getting the bucket. Shot clock at 6. Back to Ginobili. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Big time is right, Clark. A lot of momentum here offensively.
Now, here's Matthews. Here's Lillard. Soft touch on
Damian Lillard.
Lillard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Here's Ginobili. Parker outside. Parker right side. And that is good.
Tony Parker.
Parker's got 20.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Lillard dishes to Aldridge. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 22 points for Aldridge.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Nice job coming off that screen. And that's now 22 points for Parker.
Boy, bad timing. Now is not the time to be giving him that shot.
They get the rebound. Lopez. And there's 2. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 6. 1:52 left to play here in the 4th.
Let's get up and get loud!
Pass to Duncan. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And another basket for San Antonio.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're up by 4. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter.
All right, Blazers fans, rise with us and get loud!
Lopez outside. Matthews passes to Lillard. Lopez outside. Duncan against the 2. 6 to shoot. Aldridge left side. And good on the basket. Aldridge has got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And the wide open shot from Ginobili. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Ball. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
That was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard outside. The dish to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's
Wow, he is just on fire.
Yeah, give him the ball and get out of his way. Let him do his thing.
Parker's shot is off.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Aldridge kicks to Batum. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist from Batum. And now it's a 10-point Portland lead.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Lillard attacking. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Batum kicks to Aldridge. And again, it's Portland conversion.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're losing by 9. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, this one's out of reach, so I'm not sure why they're calling the timeout here. Maybe just to try to work on something, maybe an out-of-bounds play or something.
Well, they might as well talk about what movies they want to see or what they want to surf on the internet, because this one's done, boys.
Bellinelli with the 3. Chris Kaman with the rebound. Now Blake. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And a chance now to send you over Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Marcus, a fine performance for you individually, and it certainly seemed like this team was working well together. What was the key to that?
That defense, shot off in the second half. Hold out there. I thought, I played well up there too, so, that's what worked tonight.
LaMarcus, great job. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Click